right, we are now on box number 7, and all the games in this box are actually games I've acquired this week. So the first one in here is Kingdom Builder. Kingdom Builder is a game that I've considered often to purchase. I was like, oh, do I? No. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. And then finally I've got my own copy. And I didn't get it, I think, because it's an area control game. And I keep convincing myself that I don't like area control games, but then I do. So this one is you're building there's different terrains, and I've looked a little bit into it, but I've never played it, so I'm excited to give this a go. And then I also got Seasons. So Seasons, one that I've heard a lot about. And you're wizards, and I think you're like in competition or something. And you're, there's a rondelle, then the different things are worth different things depending on the season. I don't know a whole lot about this one, so I'm excited to give this one a try as well. And then I also acquired Discoveries, the Journals of Lewis and Clark. And this one is a dice worker placement game. So you have your dice that you can, and everybody has their own colored dice, but you can utilize other people's dice as well, depending on how the game goes. But then the dice that are your colors are most loyal to you, and you can recall your colors, and then it would take them away from the other players, and then it looks interesting. This is one I haven't got to play yet, so I don't know a whole lot about it. And then I got Nyctophobia, which from what I understand means to be afraid of the dark. And in this is one where it comes with glasses that are blacked out, so you put them on and you can't see. And then it's by feel, and you're feeling, and it's I've watched a tutorial about Ted Vassell kind of talking about this one, and he was saying how in scary movies, and there's a bad guy after you and you're trying to get away, and that sort of that feeling, that's what this game creates. So it's interesting. From what I understand, the person who designed this game was doing so because they wanted to have a game that either a family member or a friend of theirs that was blind wasn't at a disadvantage. So it seems, because you go by feel and you can't see, and you're trying to get out and get away before the bad guy gets you, from what I understand. I actually purchased this one not too long ago from my friend Allison. So the opportunity to buy my own copy came up, so then I did. And then I got Ingenious by Rainer Knizia. I was watching a video on this one too, and it looks interesting. So you get all of these tiles, and then you play them on the board, and then when you play them on the board, the design or the pattern that you put on there, and then any straight lines that it creates with the same pattern going out is what you would score. So you're trying to create clusters so that you can score the most. It looked interesting. This was the game of the year in 2004, so it's an older game, but it looks neat. Abstract puzzle game, right? Then I got Jaws. This one, as I mentioned, is a second-hand game, but it's unpunched and never been played. And this one here, it plays in 2 parts. So first it plays like around the island, and you're trying to find Jaws, and it's kind of one versus all. So one person plays as Jaws, and the other ones are the fishermen. And then the second part is you're on the boat and you're battling Jaws itself. So I've seen it played, but I haven't played it myself. So I'm pretty excited to look at get more information on that. And then I got Crows. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it looked neat. So it's kind of looks like a tile placement game, and the thing is backwards here. But then there's little crows wooden meeple on it. So I was like, okay, this looks neat, and it has like a neat color theme to it. And like I said, this one I don't know hardly anything about it, so I'm excited to give this a try and find out more. Then I also got, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Junta, Viva el President. I have no idea what this does. I have no idea how it plays. It looks interesting. Like if you look at all the pieces and the components in there, like this is a neat looking game. And everybody gets like a little kind of military truck that's actually a screen, and you hide your dice behind it, and then it's a dice game. And so it looked really interesting. I'm excited to give this one a try. I also got Port Royale. And this one is still in shrink. And actually, it's a push your luck card game. And I was watching Nadine and, is it Nadine? I don't remember, but just before you play, I was watching a tutorial on that one and it looked really cool. So interested to give this one a go. Oh, there's a few more in here. All right, and then I have Rosetta, the Lost Language, which is still in shrink here. And it's a game about trying to translate a lost language. It looks interesting, so we'll see how this one plays. And then this one, the Grizzled, is one I've heard a lot about. And I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm interested in giving it a try. And it's a war theme, which is a theme that my son and his friends kind of tend to be into. So I think this alone would kind of be appealing to him. And it's a cooperative game. And then from what I understand, there's an expansion in this as well. I also have Citadels, which is by Bruno Fiducci. I know very little about this. I mean, I've heard of Citadels. And it's just not one that I know a tons about. So it says a game of medieval cities, noble and intrigues. And so we'll see about this one. And then this one, another one that's still in shrink. And it's called Sacred Rites, a game of rituals and outsiders. But the components look really cool. And then the cards in there looked interesting as well. So we'll find out. And then I've got Masquerade, also by Bruno Fiducci. So I don't know a whole lot about it, but I'm excited to give it a try. Actually, I think my sister owns this one and she liked it, but I've never played it with her yet. And then I have High Society. Oh, you know what? Looking at the cards on here, these cards look like the for sale. Like the money cards look like the for sale cards. But I've heard good things, except that I don't know how it plays. I don't know a whole lot about it. So we'll be giving this a try. So it's the game of Fame, Fortune, and Fate. High Society. And is this just like a version of for sale? Maybe. Just because looking at the back of it, it really looks like it. Interesting. So I'm wondering if it has some changes to it. It'll be interesting. I also have down here Master of Orion. And this one just looked neat. Looking at the back of the box and all the pieces in there. I don't know a whole lot about it. There is a seal of excellence from the Dice Tower. So we'll have to see. 2 to 4 players. I'm interested in trying this one. And then this one looks cool. And then I was watching a video tutorial on it. So it's a tile laying game, and each tile has 4 different colors, and each player has 4 colors, and you're trying to put your crows on a line, so like the power line, and trying to create these lines. But if you create a line, it could block other people's line, and you could go from like one color to one color and you fill everything in between. It looked really neat, actually. I'm really excited to give this one a try. And then at the very bottom of this one is a game of Scrabble. I actually saw somebody do a craft where they kind of glued the words or the letters onto the board to kind of put all of their family members' name and then all kind of intertwine like Scrabble. And I kind of want to do something like that to decorate my game room. So this game is meant to be used for a craft. So we'll see how it turns out. So next we're going to box number 8. Be sure to tune in next day to see what's next in my collection. Bye everybody.